Well, good evening, cyber friends. This is old Midiman coming at you again for Walker's Music with yet another word for the day. I'm gonna call it a motivational moment because God knows I had intended to do this video this morning, early this morning, as I normally when I can. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, old Midiman has been kind of under the weather, and I'm quite sure of some of you that maybe that have got used to seeing me come online and do these videos. You probably noticed that I haven't really done one the last week. I've been kind of under the weather, on really dealing with a few issues, but nevertheless, Midiman is okay. Don't fret, don't fear. Midiman is okay. Just dealing with some normal things, and I'm gonna have to put it up on my feet like God told me from the very beginning. It's mostly my fault. I want to say that matter of fact, that I've got my focus. I had to refocus. Matter of fact, I think I told some of you that I was on I was on an adventure. Matter of fact, when I was in college, I was a music major, but I concentrated in theory and composition. Those were my main focus. I wasn't a performance major. Remember, I told y'all that I didn't start playing piano until late in my life. I was out of high school before I even took my first piano lesson. It was in 1981 Halloween. I never will forget it, right there at Andrew College, where I started my career in music. And so when I went and I graduated, I took my first piano lesson in 1981, October 31st, Halloween. And then that next year, that next fall, I entered Andrew. It was in 1982, majored in music, studied all the music theory courses and everything, functional theory, keyboard and all that. Then in 1984, after I got my associate's degree, I left there in 84 and went on to Berry. And I stayed at Berry from 84 to 88. And up under one of my favorite instructors I had, Dr. Pelton. And y'all know I've talked about Dr. Pelton now for about 30 years, I know. And I'm quite sure some of you are saying, well, Ernest sure think a lot of Dr. Pelton. And guess what? You're right. I think the world of Dr. Pelton. Really. Never will forget him as long as I live. In other words, he was very inspirational. And I mean, when I was around him, I was fired up. I loved the way he write. His style was, Dr. Pelton was just a freestyle. All of us music majors, every music student at Berry, I never heard one say one bad thing about Dr. Pelton, and you can take that to the bank. I mean that. All of us was crazy about Dr. Pelton. And so, just recently, I got to urge him maybe about 2-3 months ago. And this is something that I don't know how to put it. I never tried to write an orchestral piece, even when I was in college. Never. I didn't have an interest in it. I didn't have no interest in the orchestra. Now, mind you, I knew about the orchestra from being in composition. And Dr. Pelton and Dr. White and the men, Dr. Robinson. As a matter of fact, I found out not too long ago that Dr. Robinson, which was one of the trumpet players, and I think his trumpet was his main instrument, and that he had passed on and passed away. And my piano teacher, Miss Fay Rao, and everything, I think she's still with us and everything, but Dr. Pelton is really the main one that taught me all of the different instruments and their ranges and the transpositional instruments. So what I've been doing, the reason why y'all ain't been hearing a lot from me from the other side of the Bible study and everything, I'm yet doing it, but I had to refocus and put some things in order. I went back and I had to refresh my memory up on the instruments of the orchestra. That's what I've been doing. I've been listening to a lot of orchestral pieces. I got a collection of classical, Baroque, as well as classical, Baroque, as well as oh man, I can't think of the name of it. The classical composer, the Baroque composers, as well as the romantic composers, for Mozart, Beethoven, all the way with C.P.E. Bach and all of them. Those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And so what I did was I had to refocus my mind because, like I said, I never attempted to write for the orchestra when I was in college. Never. Oh, I did the piano. I did mostly piano and voice. I use the vocal line or melody line for the voice, and then I use the grand staff for the piano. Bass left hand, treble in the right hand. That's as far as I went. Never did try to write anything else. No chamber music, nothing. No quintet, quartet, none. Never. But for about the last 3 months, I said go back 3 months. I rolled one morning and it was on my heart to do an orchestral piece. Naturally, I was going to contact my favorite instructor, Dr. Pelter. So when Dr. Pelter sent me the draft, he told me what to do as far as writing for the orchestra to get the draft, and I had some software. I've been had it for years, but never did really kind of use it as much. But I got it for the sake of composition, and these are the staves here that I would use to draft out the music in the different sections: woodwinds, brass, percussion, string. Do it like that on 6 staves, and then do it as a draft. Then go to the full score and write out the parts to the full score. So that's what Midiman has been up to, and this how come y'all haven't seen me in the last week, because I had to refocus. And believe you me, it is coming together real good. I'm very proud of myself. And don't hold that against me now, because I said proud of myself. I'm proud of myself, and I'm so thankful and grateful that Dr. Pelter had those templates and to show me how to set it up. Because, like I told you, I never wanted to write for the orchestra. But now I am doing a piece, and I have named it. I'm not going to say the name of it right now. I'm going to wait until I finish it. And nobody else is going to see it until I give it to Dr. Pelter. And once I send a copy to Dr. Pelter and he give me the okay that I can turn it loose, then I'm going to let everybody hear it. Because like I said, I'm not for certain. I mean, because like I said, I got 2 instruments, well, three. I got the trumpet, the French horn in F, as well as clarinet in B flat, trumpet in B flat, not the E flat. I'm glad I'm not dealing with E flat clarinet, but if I could, I'd know how to do it. The transposition of those instruments to get them on the original score, I want to make certain it's all that right, and I'm gonna let Dr. Pelter see it first. And once Dr. Pelter tell me that is, give me the go ahead and give me the green light, then I'm gonna let everybody else hear it. I'm excited. I mean, I'm taking my time. That's how come. Like I say, I know Dr. Pelter probably wondering where I am. I haven't contacted him in over a week, but like I say, I've been dealing with a lot of little issues now. Believe it or not, I may not sound like it, but I'm under the weather right now. Big time. I'm under the weather right now. I'll show you what I'm taking. I'm taking a little Dayquil. See that? I'm not lying. I told you I got more things I can do other than lie. And I'm taking that, and I'm trying to go strong. When I get a little weak, I lie down a little bit and drink me plenty of water. But Midiman is going to come back strong. So now all the Bible study members, get ready. I'm coming back on tomorrow night. I will be there if the Lord say so. Bible study as usual. I thank my sister Linda. It seemed like to me that every time I lose a member, God send me another member. So God always has a ram in the bush. So we thank you, Sister Linda. Give you a big shout out from New York City area. We thank you for being a friend. We thank you for being a friend. As a matter of fact, we hope that you and your family is doing very well. And our Sister Kate, all of you that haven't heard from in a while, we just hope that everything is doing great, and that God's gonna bless you. I'm just gonna say it like that. God's gonna bless you. I want to say this, then we're gonna end this video. We had a great time at New Salem CME on yesterday, and matter of fact, I still got the call. I tried to call Pastor Brenda. She know who I'm talking about. I call her Pastor Brenda, and I tried to give you a call, but then that's when I started having all these other things. I didn't get a chance to get back with you, but we had a great time on yesterday. Pastor Todd is an awesome guy. He's an awesome guy. And I believe he's a real true man of God that try to preach the word to the utmost. And we had fellowship day where we fellowship with the church out of Wrightsville. And matter of fact, if I wasn't right now trying to mention their name, I could call the church name. But since I'm trying to right now, it escapes me right now. But at any rate, we are hopefully to give the church name at a later date. But they have been fellowshipping with us here for quite some time. So we just saying we had a good time on yesterday, and we know that yesterday they had the Super Bowl. And those of you that, matter of fact, I even told my buddy Faded that I was going to try to watch the game myself, but I ended up not doing it. Matter of fact, as I say, I got, under the weather a little bit, but nevertheless, I did hear about the game, and our Falcons lost, but nevertheless, that's all right. At least they were there. Maybe next year, maybe next year we'll get it, and we'll go all the way. So with that being said, this is just like a short video. I'm still reading the word. People, we are in the First Kings now. And I already done gave y'all the update, those that have followed me through the walk through the word through the year. We're getting now ready we're going to talk about Solomon now. And David done spent his tenure there. Solomon's going to build a temple. And we're going to have a very, very good Bible reading from henceforth. Matter of fact, we're going to get on the ball. I might do double reading after I get up, just to make up for some lost time. So y'all pray for Midiman, and Midiman going to pray for you. And all my Facebook friends and everything, that's how come out you haven't seen me post anything. Twitter, same thing. I got all those things, but I have to deal with them when I can. So with that being said, look for the orchestral piece. Midiman going to write for the orchestra. Look for it. It's coming out very soon. So with that being said, whatever you get into, if God is not in it, come out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. It's the Midiman, send to the next video or the next Bible study, whichever comes first. Peace. Good evening.